guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am doing a tutorial on this look that I have on right here, and I am doing just a get ready with me. I have some music going, so it's going to be a voiceover. Just use the new Jaclyn Hill Palette from Morphe. This is my first time using it. I am using a Bare Mineral shadow in the color Drama for glitter on my eyelids as well. Using my La Mer foundation. This is becoming one of my favorite foundations right now, and that takes a lot. I'm using my Jeffree Star in Peach Goddess. Highlight all over with some Urban Decay lipstick, topped with my pure DIY lip gloss. This makes your lips look like they are wet. It's amazing. So, if you want to see how I did this look, keep on watching. If you'd like to give me a thumbs up, let me know. Any comments, leave them in the description bar below. And if anything else, enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. See you guys later. Bye.
Before the eyebrows are done. Going in with Skindinavia's primer spray and airing that off. Pouncing my eyes with the Beauty Blender. Going with this Kat Von D Shade and Light with the double-sided brush. I'm just setting my eyes. Using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Using this Morphe M502 brush, going in with Silk Cream shadow, just putting that in my transition to start off with the shades. Brushing this from the outer corner to the inner corner. I did have to go in with this shade 3 times on each side to build up the color. It was closer to my skin tone than what I thought, but since I started with it, I went with it. Using the shade Poudre from the palette, going in with the Morphe M502 brush as well to darken out my transition. Going in with my Morphe M433 and that shade Poudre as well to get in the crease more, to get some more depth. Going in back with that Morphe M502 brush, the larger brush that we used to blend that out. Using my M433 brush to blend out the shade Poudre again and to extend it out to make a wing towards my eyebrow. Dipping back into the palette into the color Pukey with my M412 brush, making my transition darker and going onto my lid this time. Each shade I go into gradually gets deeper and deeper into tone. I really do like this shade Pukey. It reminds me just like of a Pukey brown shadow almost. Reminds me of the shadow from Bobbi Brown, a single shadow. Grabbing my MAC 242 brush and the 2 shades Enlightened Beam from the palette, I'm going to highlight my brows. Going in with my MAC 217 brush and the shade Hunt, I'm going to darken my outer V and bring it onto my transition. I do like this shade a lot. It is a really cool brick color and it does work for a lot of fall looks if anybody is looking for any good colors. Going back in with my M502 brush just to blend out the Hunts to the 2 lighter shades, and going back in with my MAC 217 to darken up the Hunt shade again. And we are just repeating all the steps again on the other eye. I was trying to make this video just the same speed as what I'm going, but I'm going to fast forward this area because everyone has already seen what I did on the right eye. Using my M502 with Silk Cream and Poudre, just blending the Hunts together. Using an M560 and the shade Mocha, I'm going to darken out my outer V and actually make a V, and repeating these steps on the left eye. Going back in with the MAC 217 and Hunts to blend out that Mocha shade to intensify as well. Using my M502 with Pukey and Poudre, again to blend out the Hunts and my lighter shades. Going back again with my MAC 217 and Hunts to darken up my V and blend into my transition to make it darker. Using an M433 and Silk Cream, just blending this into my nose area just to brighten that up, and then going back into my transition to blend out so there are no harsh edges. I'm trying to tap the Bare Minerals shadow onto the table right now, so I'm looking kind of funny. Using Hustle from the palette and my MAC 242 brush, putting that shade on my eyelid. I'm using this as a starter shade for the Bare Minerals shadow that I'm going to go into next. I was thinking that this was going to be bright enough and had intensified, but it didn't, so I just kind of went with this, went up, trying to make like a cut crease almost in a way to get ready for the next shade. Using my MAC 217 and the shade Hunt again to blend out the two shades to make sure there's no harsh edges. Using this Bare Minerals shade Drama with the MAC 242 and the Too Faced glitter glue. I'm going to actually pat the glitter glue on my eyelid so there is not a lot of fallout. And then I'm going to go in with the shade. I'm going to intensify the shade with my MAC Fix Plus, spritzing my brush a few times, and then I'm going to put that onto my eyelid in a patting motion. Do not drag because it will actually not distribute the product and it will make it more dull. As you can see, the shade is foiled from the Fix Plus, so it is not what it looks like in the pan. And then I'm going to be bringing this shade almost all the way out to the edge of my eye where the Hunt color is. I am just speeding up this eye again because we've already seen this on the other eye, just to make this video a little bit quicker. Going in with the shade Dry, then using the Fix Plus to intensify and make it foiled. Using my MAC 217 with the shades Hunt again, just blending the shades in together with the Bare Minerals and Hunt to make sure there's no harsh edges and to make a nice smooth transition on both of the eyes. Using Soda Pop from the palette and an M502, I'm just going to darken out my outer corner with a darker shade just to make everything look a little bit nicer. Using this M505 brush, just blending out all the shades together to make sure there are no harsh edges. Using the Chanel Love Volume de Chanel, putting a coat of this on my upper lashes and repeating the same process on the other eye. Using my Makeup Forever Step 1 Mattifying Primer, we are going to start with the skin now. I'm just patting this in my T-zone because I do have an oily T-zone and I want to control that shine throughout the day. Using my Fenty Beauty Primer, I'm going to be using this as well, just a pump on my hand, rubbing that in, and then just patting that to my whole face. I do get red for a second, but it goes away right away. Now we are going in with La Mer Soft Fluid Foundation in 32 Beige, putting 2 pumps of this on the back of my hand, and I'm using the Beauty Blender to stipple that on and blend it out. This foundation is starting to become one of my favorite foundations. My skin looks flawless, looks like it's airbrushed, and it actually is helping my pores to actually control and not getting so large anymore. Dabbing this onto my forehead now, just patting that in through my eyebrows as well, picking up with one more pump and putting this on my neck and on my ears. Using my Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel Cream Bronzer and my Morphe M436 brush, using this, swirling it in the pot and then putting it on my cheeks for bronzer. Putting this on my temples as well to darken up my face to not make it all the same flat color. Lining this onto my chin, down my neck, and on my forehead. And then I'm just going to repeat all the same processes on the other side of my head. I'm going to put this in fast motion. Going down each side of my nose, and then I'm going in with my Beauty Blender to blend some of that out. Grabbing my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, I'm going to be putting this under my eyes. I'm going to be pulling this all the way out past my eyebrows as well to kind of clean up the shadows that did come down a little too far when I was blending. Putting this on my forehead as well, down my nose. I'm going to be putting this on each side of my mouth, on my cupid bow, and underneath on my chin as well. And then I'm going to blend this all out with a Beauty Blender. I'm just using the excess of the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to use this under my chin as well to just brighten that up and then take some of the Chanel bronzer off of my face. Using my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Powder in the shade 5 and my Morphe E3 brush, I am going to pat this on my T-zone and also set my face. And to make sure that the foundation does not move, even though it really actually does not. Using my Kat Von D Shade and Light Face Contour Palette using the two lighter shades, putting that under my eye with the double-sided brush that you do get with Kat Von D. Dusting this between my eyebrows, on my forehead, on the top of my mouth, and on my chin, just to brighten up just a little bit. Using my Morphe M437 and the darker shade from the Kat Von D palette, I'm just going to chisel out my cheeks a little bit with a powder to put on top of the cream bronzer. Using a Morphe M406 brush and that middle darker shade to bronze my face, just making my face a little bit darker and to go on top of the cream throughout my whole face to set it. Repeating the same process on the other side of my face and down my neck. Using this SOHO Blending brush and the middle shade again, I'm doing this down each side of my nose just to start off. I thought that this was going to work really well, but I didn't. So I had to go back and grab my NARS Ita brush and repeat the same process with that middle shade and down my nose. This brush works really, really good for contouring nose and also chiseling out your cheeks and the sides of your head. Grabbing my Skindinavia Setting spray, just setting down all those powders, and then I'm just airing it off so the spray will dry down. Using Silk Cream from the palette and then a Morphe M412 brush, putting this on my lower lash line to start with the transitions on here to make them darker. Going in with Hunts from the palette and a Sigma E15 defining brush, going to be putting this from the outer corner to the inner corner on both sides of my eyes and repeating the same process on the other eye, stamping the color on. Using an R41 Morphe brush and the color Pukey again, I'm going to be blending out that Hunts color to make it more smoky. Grabbing my MAC 217 brush with the color Hunts with no additional product, just blending that out as well to make sure that it is smoky and intensified. Using another MAC 217 brush and the color Soda Pop, I'm going to be blending this in my outer lower lash line to connect with the outer V on my upper to make sure all the transitions are good. Using my MAC Extended Play Gigablack Lash Mascara, I'm putting this on my lower lash line. This is the only mascara that I use for my lower lash line 99% of the time. Sometimes I'll dabble, but I usually go back to this one. Using an Anastasia Beverly Hills double-ended brush from one of the palettes and my Jeffree Star Peach Goddess Skin Frost, I'm going to be putting this in my inner corners of each of the eyes to brighten it up. On the tip of my nose, and blending that out with my finger, on my Cupid's bow. Using my Hourglass Ambient Dim Light Powder and my E3 brush, I'm going to dab this all over my face, just setting my powders just one more time and also to give my face a little bit of an extra glow. Using my Urban Decay palette and these two blush colors and my Morphe E4 brush, just patting this on my face just to give some color and some pink to my cheeks. Using my Jeffree Star Peach Goddess Skin Frost again, I'm going to use this M510 brush and I'm going to highlight my cheeks, on my forehead on each side of my eyebrows. Using the Skindinavia setting spray and my beauty blender, I'm just tapping that onto the Skin Frost a little bit. Using my Urban Decay 24/7 Naked Lip Pencil, I'm going to draw out my lips to get started for my lipstick. I'm going to speed this section up because everybody knows how to line their lips. I have uneven lips, so it takes me forever to actually do this step, so I am cutting a lot of this out as well. Using the Urban Decay lipstick in Abstract, I'm going to put this all over my lips as the final color. Just a nude lip just to tie in with the look, nothing too dramatic today. And to top the lipstick, I'm going to use Pure DIY Lip Gloss. This stuff makes your lips look really wet. And this is the end of the tutorial, guys. If you like it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, give me a thumbs up, and leave me any comments in the description below. Thanks, guys. See you guys later.
What?
Oh, looking at me like it's